Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Andy and today we have the Pisces reading for the month of December. Welcome guys, I hope that you guys are doing really good today. So we're gonna jump right in. Already for your channeled message, what I was first being shown initially was, let me turn my music down a little bit. I always forget to do this right before I start. What I was first being shown was a butterfly. Colors looked like it might have been yellow and black, but it could have been like an orange and black butterfly, but I feel like it was yellow and black specifically, and I feel like I just want to specify that in case the colors mean anything to you: yellow, black, orange, or black. Yellow, orange, or black. I saw this butterfly resting on a flower, like it had just landed on a flower and its wings were open. And it had like a very interesting pattern on its back, kind of like it looked like two eyes staring back. So I think, I don't know very much about butterflies, but I do know that the markings or the patterns on some of their wings, that they actually have them that way to actually look like eyes or look like something that's intimidating to predators so that people don't pick on them or attack them or eat them. And what I saw was this butterfly on this flower and its wings spread flat, like reflecting back this like image of it looked like two eyes staring back. And I saw this, either it was like an owl or some type of a bird. I thought it was an owl, but I think it could have been any type of a bird, kind of circling above this butterfly, watching, keeping their eyes on this butterfly, looking at it, and swooping down and trying to pick at it. So I feel like some of you Pisces may be, oh, also this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, if I did not already say that. Some of you Pisces may be feeling like someone is picking on you. Maybe you have some type of a jealous or envious energy around you that kind of feels like it's picking at you, making fun of you, teasing you a little bit, but because you are so sensitive, it actually is kind of hurting you. So I asked Spirit to clarify, what is it about this imagery, what is it about this message of being picked on, being picked at, that they want you to be aware of, or what is it that they want you to receive with this message? And primarily what it was that it's more so your energetic space that is being picked at. So Spirit is letting me know that you guys need to do a lot more work in setting up energetic barriers and energetic bubbles around your aura, protecting your own personal energy from others. Obviously, being a water sign, you are in the element that is very easily drained and affected by others' energy. So for everyone, it's very important to energetically protect yourself from others when you go out into the world, but specifically for water signs, because you guys are more sensitive to not only feeling, but also being like, to also not only just to feel the energy of others, but actually to almost even perceive them as your own and take them on as your own, which can sometimes be a good thing depending on who you're associating yourself with and who you're interacting with, but also can be a really bad thing also depending on who you're interacting with. So make sure that you guys are setting up energetic bubbles or protections, barriers, grids to protect your energy within yourself and your soul, and also protecting your energy at your home. I feel like specifically wherever this being picked on energy is coming from, I'm hearing the word work. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, it's something that's happening at work. It could be your coworkers, your boss, employers, employees, depending on what kind of position you have at work. But I feel like there's some type of like, almost, it doesn't feel super harmful, super negative, but it is kind of like this teasing that does affect you. Whatever level it actually is, it's affecting you regardless. So just make sure that you're protecting your energy. I heard doing spiritual cleanses would be really good for you. Not to do every once in a while, but to do maybe even daily would be, to do daily would be even really good. But if not, a couple times a week. It's not like once in a full moon, you know. It's actually taking the time to clear the energy within yourself and within your space. It's super important. So saging, using Palo Santo, taking a spiritual cleansing bath or shower, which is really just a regular bath or shower, setting a specific intention for it of what it is that you want to do. And all these things that I'm mentioning, setting up an energetic grid for protection, or setting up a bubble of energy to protect your own energy from others' energy. All of these things, if you YouTube or Google, you can find all of those resources online on exactly how to do those things. And if you guys still have questions after that, you can always feel free to email me, and my email is down below. And I'm more than happy to guide you and help you find the information that you need in order to have the tools that you need for this. So with all that being said, we're gonna get started with your reading. I think I'm gonna use this deck. This is the Sasurabito Tarot it's either, I literally to this day have not checked. It's either Tasha or Natasha Burrington. I'm pretty sure that that's the name. And I'm sorry if it's wrong, but this deck is the Sasurabito Tarot, because everyone in the tarot community calls it the Sassy Burrito Tarot, because people say it's hard to pronounce, but I think I'm pronouncing it correctly, the Sasurabito Tarot, I think. So we're gonna get in with your reading and see what's going on in this month of December, and this is going to be for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I also recommend, guys, that you always check out a couple of other of your placements. If you're looking more towards what's happening in terms of relationships and love, I would check out your Venus placement, whatever that's in. If you're checking out more so with the internal self, I would check your moon, the external self, the rising. And yeah, it's always good to just kind of hear, because I feel like you can, at least for me, I usually when I watch tarot from other tarot readers online, I usually look at my sun sign, which is Sag, I look at my Venus, which is Scorpio, and I look at my moon, which is Capricorn. But primarily, I really just look at my sun and my Venus placements a lot, because those really resonate with me. So first card out is the Two of Wands. So, sorry, I'm just like reorganizing it. I want that to be in the circle though. Okay. So there's a choice or a decision that's not being made. I feel that for a lot of you, it actually is in regards to what your channel message was, which is someone picking on you. So I feel like if you have been around like an energy that you feel like is making fun of you or hurting you, or picking on you, ringing my radar, yes, that is primarily what it is for most of you. It's this energy that you're interacting with, or that you're dealing with. I feel like you're putting up with it. And it's like, you kind of feel like you should say something or do something, or be like, hey, like, I'm not cool with you talking to me this way, or hey, like, you know, when you say this, it's kind of hurtful, etc., etc. But it's almost like you're lacking the courage to actually say something. But you know you need to say something. I think you want to say something, but you're kind of afraid to actually do that. I know a decent amount about Pisces. I have a couple of Pisces friends. My sister's a Pisces as well. I feel like you guys are not fans of confrontation. From what I've gathered and from what I feel like confrontation is something that's like really scary to you. But boundaries are so essential for you, Pisces. If you're watching this video, you could have like, not a major, but you could be lacking in setting clear boundaries with all of your relationships. And that's kind of how this energy has been allowed to creep up into your life. This like people picking on you or teasing you, making fun of you or hurting your feelings. That's how because it's you, that's how you have allowed that energy into your life, because you have not set or made clear boundaries for yourself of what you will and will not allow, of what you will and will not put up with. And mainly that really just comes from a place of being afraid of having that conversation, having that confrontation, of letting someone know when you feel like you're being disrespected, or when you feel like some things that people say or do are hurtful to you. Because sometimes, yes, obviously we know there are people that actually have the intention to hurt your feelings, but a lot of the times our feelings get hurt because it's not from intention, from a place of being unintentional. Sometimes people just say and do things without the intention of hurting us, but it ends up hurting our feelings. So I think communication is so important for everyone, to be able to have proper communication skills within your relationships, so that you can be able to communicate when you're feeling a certain type of way, when people say certain things, because maybe they don't mean to hurt your feelings. They're just saying what they want to say, and not realizing that it's affecting you on this level. We have Justice in reverse. 3 cards came out at the same time, so we're just going to go through all these first. 8 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, you know the way that you're being treated is not right. You know it's not fair. It's not fair. And then Ace of Cups. You know it's not fair. I'm almost hearing like, I'm a good person. Like, my intentions are pure, my intentions are good. And it's like, I don't deserve the way that I'm being talked to. I don't deserve the way that I'm being treated. I feel like a lot of you guys are being treated really unfairly. For some of you, this actually is coming from your family, I'm hearing now. It's coming from your family. It's almost like, it's almost like maybe your family just treats you kind of like a child, or it's almost like because you are so sweet and innocent, Pisces. I love Pisces energy. It's almost like your family and everyone is just like, maybe you feel like you're being babied, but you are like the baby. You are not the child of the zodiac. That's definitely Leo. But like, you are like, everyone just wants to, like, every Pisces I've met, I just want to like take care of, and I don't want anyone to hurt them. Like, that's how I energetically feel off the bat. Like, if I know that you're a Pisces, like, without even really getting to know you, without even having a really close bond with you, and maybe this is just me, I don't know, let me know if you're a cross watcher and you're watching this, how you feel about Pisces, but I almost always instinctively and intuitively want to protect Pisces. Like, I want to protect you. Like, and without telling them, I'm just like, oh, okay, I'm going to watch out, make sure no one hurts, you know, my Pisces. Because I just, like, I don't know, I feel like that's just what I always instinctively want to do when I meet a Pisces. Because maybe that is just a Piscean trait, that it's hard for you guys to set up those boundaries. So with that difficulty and that setback, you are most likely going to get hurt a lot by other people, and again, with some being intentional, and a lot of it, I think, really just being unintentional. And it's just your lack of boundaries is what ends up getting you hurt. But yeah, it's unfair. I honestly feel like the Justice in reverse is really just more so like, Pisces, it's unfair to you. Like, you not setting clear boundaries for yourself within your relationships, it's disrespectful to it's a disrespect to yourself. It's you being unfair to yourself. You're not giving yourself a fair chance to have healthy and more positive and fulfilling relationships with others. That are clear or are lacking pain, because we don't need to have pain in relationships. Relationships do not need to be painful. Yes, there is difficulties because of communications or different beliefs or different perspectives, of course, but there should not be pain in an honest and true and authentic and positive, uplifting connection between you and the humans that you choose to interact with. So also be careful of, I feel like you guys need to watch out who you keep in your circle. That is another thing that I feel like this is what this decision is about. Some of you guys may be thinking about there's someone in your life or people that you need to cut out or no longer associate yourself with. It's something I keep getting, it's something about your circle, So I feel like this might be people that you interact with frequently, or it's like a group. It's either a friend circle or a family circle, but it's something that's close. It feels like it's like closer connections. It's not my nose itchy. My nose is itchy too. It's not like people that you just, you know, go and have lunch with every once in a while. It's people that you find yourself close with, okay? And now you're realizing that it may not be the best for you to have these people in your immediate circle. And there needs to be a cutting away. Look at this, she's cutting her hair off. 8 of Cups, it is in reverse, but 8 of Cups is always talking about walking away or leaving a situation because you know that there is something better for you out there. It's going off and in search of your soul tribe, of your true friends, of authentic and real and positive connections. Because I feel like a lot of the connections that you find yourself in, Pisces, nowadays are not necessarily negative in whole, but there are certain aspects of the way that the person treats you, the way that the person talks to you, that is negatively impacting you. So there is a decision that needs to be made of who you need to cut out, of what you need to let go of, who you need to let go of, what you need to walk away from. That's definitely a decision that needs to be made, and it needs to be made on your behalf, because it's your life, your choice, your free will. You do what you want. No one is going to cut out people for you, okay? the universe is going to help you, you know, and kind of shine the light on the people that you need to cut out. But then that's halfway, right? So halfway is that the universe is going to give you signs. The universe is going to give you a feeling when you are around people that are not necessarily for your highest good. You're going to have that gut feeling because you are very intuitive. You are very psychic, Pisces. Don't forget, use it to your ability. Use your gifts, not your ability. Use your gifts to your own benefit. Does that make sense? Because I feel like you guys have a lot of gifts, psychic gifts, that you're not utilizing to your advantage. Does that make sense? To what it's really there for. You know, I feel like you're using them on a more superficial level, if that makes sense. And I don't mean that in an offensive way at all. And then you have Ace of Cups. So yes, you are just like this sweet, innocent person full of love, so loving, so caring, so like you just care about all your friends, and you're just like, but I love my friend. Like, I don't want to say anything. Like, this is literally what I'm hearing. I feel like for some of you guys, you have literally, this may just be one for one person, you have literally like gone in your bathroom or in your room somewhere in your house, and you've like got in front of the mirror and you've like tried to have this conversation with this person or these people that you want to set these boundaries with. Like, you've literally been like, okay, I'm gonna practice having the conversation. Okay, so hey, like, I just want to let you know. But then like kind of like during this conversation, you're like, oh, I feel really bad. Like, I want to be nice to them. Like, oh, but I love them. They're so sweet. Like, you know, they do other. You're making excuses for this person. Oh, Pisces, I love you. It's like you're making excuses for this person, and this person's not making excuses for themselves. You're making excuses for them. So when they do or say things, whatever it is that they do that impacts you negatively or hurts your feelings, you like make excuses and you're like, well, they don't say things like that all the time, or, you know, they're usually not like that. They only do that sometimes. Like, it's okay. Like, I can, you know, you're trying to kind of shove it off, but it's not fair. You gotta admit, at the end of the day, it's not fair. It's not fair to you. You know it's not, but you're like in denial of it. You know it's not, but you don't want to admit it. You don't want to admit it because I feel like, okay. Whoa, okay. The reason why you're having a difficult time admitting it to yourself is because for some of you Pisces, you have a lot of trouble realizing your self-worth, okay? Because this really just stems from not being able to acknowledge what you are worth and the value that you hold. And because for some of you, or literally just for one of you, because you have this lack of self-worth, you are unable to properly communicate and properly understand what situations aren't and are good for you. Because you're making excuses, but it comes from a place of not seeing all the potential and all the value that you truly have. 10 of Cups. You are deserving of all of this. 10 of Cups, you are deserving of happiness. You are deserving of love. You are deserving of a true circle. Look at this, another circle. You are truly worthy of having a circle of friends, having a circle of family, having a circle of loved ones that treat you with respect and kindness, respect your boundaries, respect your worth, respect your value. They don't take advantage of you. They don't disrespect you. They don't disrespect your time. They don't disrespect your energy. They don't disrespect your love, your kindness. 10 of Cups followed by 10 of Swords. Look at this. You have, Pisces, you have put up with a lot. You have put up with a lot of things. You have allowed people to step all over you, walk all over you, mistreat you, disrespect you. You've allowed yourself to disrespect yourself by not setting boundaries, by not putting your foot down, by not saying when enough is enough. But you are worthy of this. You could have this. You could have ultimate emotional fulfillment. You could have a group, a circle of friends and family that truly love and respect you. You are worthy of that, Pisces. I feel like some of you guys might be tearing up or crying because I just feel like getting a little bit emotional because I feel like you know deep down inside that you are worth more than what you are allowing into your life. But remember what I said earlier, it is up to you. It is up to you to decide when enough is enough. It is up to you to set that boundary. It is enough to you to cut out and walk away people that you feel are mistreating you, that you feel are not acknowledging what you're worth, but in order to get there, in order to make that decision, in order to take action on the decision, you need to be able to see you need to be able to see the value and the worth in yourself. Because if you don't, how can you make this decision? How can you take action towards this? I just feel like you guys have been suffering for a while. And I feel for you. I don't want you guys to suffer. 8 of Wands in reverse. It's time to stop doing so much for others. A big part of why you're even unable to see and acknowledge your own self-worth is because there is an unequal give and take in your relationships. You give too much, you love too much, you care too much, and those are great qualities. You don't need to change any of that about yourself. All you need to do is just pull a little bit back. Don't give to situations, don't give to people that are not equally giving to you. Don't continue to give and love and nurture and care for people that don't really care for you, that don't respect you, that don't value you. And your intuition, if you're unsure, your intuition, your psychic gifts that you have, they are the tools that you were given specifically because the universe knew that you as a being have a hard time setting these boundaries, have a hard time not giving your all, not just loving on everyone, not just caring for everyone. You have a hard time with that. So the universe blessed you with these gifts, with this powerful sense of intuition in order to be able to decipher where these energies are coming from, where this disrespect is coming from, where this lack of equal give and take is coming from, because there are a lot of relationships that you are in, that you surround yourself with, like I said, most likely on a day-to-day basis, that are not equally giving back to you. So it's like you're giving 70, 80, maybe even 100% towards this person, towards this connection, and they're not really giving you shit back. That's not fair. That's absolutely not fair. Ask yourself, do you deserve that? No, you don't. I know that you don't. I know that you don't. And we have Temperance at the bottom of the deck. Talking about balance. This is a Sagittarian card, so you could be dealing with a Sag. I feel like a lot of you guys are being guided by a Sagittarius. I'm a Sag, so hey, it might be me. But I feel like you guys have some type of, it could just be right now, we're in Sag season. It could just be that this season is bringing Jupiter's and Sag are blessing you with the wisdom and these realizations that you're like, wait a minute, I'm worth a lot more than what people are giving me, treating me. So hold up. Like, it's almost like you're having a realization that it's almost like you're just now realizing for some of you that you have been mistreated, or you have been not treated fairly or equally in relationships. Because you're always giving and loving and putting out, you need to go within. Because temperance is about tempering your energies. It's balancing not only the bridge between the physical and the metaphysical, but also the mind, the body, the soul, the emotions, you know, your mental state, all of those things, tempering all of those energies within yourself and within the external world. So relationships, work, anything that's physical. Balance is key, is what Spirit is saying. Balance is key. All right, so we're gonna move on to what you need to watch out for this month. Okay. Thank you, Spirit, for that. Let's do this. Okay. So this is what you need to watch out for this month. All right, Pisces. So, Spirit, what does Pisces need to... sound like I said spicy. What does Pisces need to watch out for in the month of December? This is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. What does Pisces need to watch out for? What do they need to be aware of this month and be on the lookout for? What is it that Pisces needs to avoid and be careful of this month? One, two, and three. So for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, what does Pisces need to watch out for this month, in the month of December? What does Pisces need to watch out for? Yo, that's funny. You're funny, Spirit. Okay. So remember our Two of Wands at the beginning, first card that came out in reverse. Look what we got now in the upright, Two of Wands. I'm going to ask to clarify this. Clarify this message. What is it specifically about the Two of Wands that needs to be watched out for? Okay, so some of you are dealing with a person. Ugh. King of Coins, King of Pentacles. This could represent Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. It absolutely does not have to, though. So you could be dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. It's a decision about a person. That's what it... Ooh, that's... Okay, so for some of you specifically, who you need to cut out is this person. This person is very, they are an opposite of you. I don't know what's in your sixth house. What is your sixth house? Do you know? Do you know what your sixth house is? Yeah, I don't know. Check what your sixth house is. Sorry, I don't know why I thought I could look that up. I feel like this person is the way that this person works is very, very different from how you operate. This person is very logical. This person is very grounded, very in the physical here and now. They're very hard workers. Not saying that you're not, but I'm just describing these qualities to give you a better idea exactly who this person is. I feel like most of you already know this person loves to be outdoors. This person loves nature. They love animals. So there are some qualities that you like and you have in common with this person. But at the same time, I feel like Spirit is almost like, even though you meet people, even though you meet people that have similar qualities that seem like a good match. Sorry, I just moved my camera. Sorry. Okay, stop shaking. It's making me dizzy. Why does it look like... What is that? Is that this? Oh, I was like, sorry. I just saw like a reflection of something. It looked like someone was sitting next to me. I was like, why? So some of you guys, even though you have similarities, you have things in common with this individual, it doesn't mean that they are the one. It doesn't mean that they have to be the one. I'm gonna say that. It doesn't mean that they have to be the one. You're gonna meet so many people, Pisces, that you connect with and that you feel strong connections and that you share a lot of similarities with. It does not mean that it has to be every single person you share similarities with. Because I feel like almost like you're looking for a soulmate, or you're dating around, but it's almost like every person you encounter, every person you start to date, every person you start to talk to, because you see some similarities, you're like, oh, this is the one, this is my love. And I don't think it's that. I don't think, it doesn't have to be that. Oh my God, King of Swords in reverse. Yeah, you guys may actually be talking to multiple people. You may be, that's what that decision is about. Two of Wands, again, this is making a decision. You're trying to figure out what it is, whose offer you should accept and whose you shouldn't. I honestly feel like the reason why Spirit is highlighting this is because of what I said. I feel that you guys are maybe entertaining multiple people, or it's just whenever you encounter someone, you instantly think that, and then Page of Cups in reverse. So yeah, you watch out for letting your emotions get the best of you, okay, Pisces? I think that you love to run with your emotions, okay? So you are very much similar to me in the sense of being in that Sagittarian energy where I act before I think, okay? But instead of acting in spur of moments or based on what is actually happening, you are acting out of how you feel. So I want to remind you that when we encounter new people in terms of love and romance, there's always that honeymoon phase, right? That people talk about all the time. It's very, very real. Because you're just getting to know this person, you're just getting to talk to them. It's new, it's exciting, it's fun, it's, all that fresh energy feels really, really good. After a while, that period ends. It's called the honeymoon phase for a reason, because it's very short-lived. Usually after that phase, that's when you probably know this, that is when a lot of people disconnect, separate, and have a falling out, because they realize that there actually isn't that much in common in order to sustain a long-term connection. Pisces, if all you're looking for is a little fling here and there, a little fun here and there, then keep doing what you're doing. If you are looking for an actual soulmate, for an actual partner, for something long-term, you gotta change the way that you're viewing this. You gotta change the way that you're doing things. Because I feel like it's almost like every person you date, you almost feel like you have to, like, if you like them on some type of level, you can like people and not want to be with them. Pisces, shocker, I know, but it's true. You don't have to. You don't have to be with every single person that shows interest in you, because that's what I kind of feel like from this group. It's like anyone that shows interest in you and they're cute, funny, they like animals, they're loving, you share some type of similarity with, it's like you're like, okay, this is the one. Hell no. And just be careful with the Page of Cups. I feel like in reverse, I just feel like don't let your emotions get the best of you. Like in a moment when you meet someone new, it's exciting, it's fresh, and you're like, oh my god, I really like them, oh my god. And because you feel that way, you're like, okay, well then this is the one. No, Pisces, that's gotta change. That's gotta change if you wanted to. If you wanted to avoid continuing to be hurt in this sense, yes. Because I primarily feel like this, and one, again, that also has a lot to do with your self-worth. Because if you saw what you're worth, if you saw your value and your acknowledgement, you would not be falling head over heels every single person you encounter. I promise you that. It's a lot of work to be done. Because I feel like this reading was a little bit more on the romantic side, I'm going to be using the Romance Angels deck, and we'll see what messages come out from Spirit. So what is the closing message for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of December? What is the closing message for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of December? Okay. What is the closing message for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of December? What is the closing message for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? One more shuffle. All right. What is the closing message for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the month of December? What is Pisces? Girl, boy, I don't know, whatever you are you serious? I just got like chills running from the top of my head all throughout my body. What were we talking about this whole damn reading? You deserve love, Pisces. You deserve love. You are lovable. Look at that. You deserve love. You are lovable. I feel like I gotta keep saying it because some of you don't really believe it, or you do feel like you do, but you have a hard time admitting it. You have a hard time accepting it. And it comes from a place of lack of self-worth. Because you don't see the value in yourself, you think that you're not deserving of love. You think that, and it could also be because of how you've been treated in the past. Because you've been so mistreated and hurt by people that it makes you feel like that's what you deserve. It makes you feel like you don't deserve love. It makes you feel like you can't accept it. You can't admit it. But you can, Pisces. I just got this. Pisces, this is what we're gonna end on, okay? Because there's not very much to say about this, okay? Other than you deserve love. I believe that. I believe that you do, and I need you to believe it as well. As soon as you believe that you're deserving of love, as soon as you decide that you are worthy of love, to be loved and to love, that is when you will find your soulmate. So for those of you that are like, well, when am I gonna find the real soulmate? You will find your real soulmate when you finally see the worth in yourself, and when you finally acknowledge and actually believe. You have to actually believe that you are worthy of love. And theoretically, and actually realistically as well, it can be as easy as that, because it's just a shift in perspective. It can be easy as you can do it right now. You can change your perspective right now. You can see yourself something worthy. But for most people, it is going to take time. So do not get frustrated if you are unable to do it like that. Because it's very hard to be able to do it like that, but it is possible. That's why I'm saying that. it is really possible to just switch your perspective like that and be like, you know what? I am worthy of love. Screw whatever people have said or done to me in the past that have hurt me. Screw that. I know what I'm worth, and I'm not worth the way that I've been treated. You know that. You know that if you have been mistreated, disrespected, and hurt, you know that you're not worth. You know that you're not. That's not what you deserve. That's what I meant to say. You know it. I know that you know that. It's just coming to terms with accepting and admitting that, you know what, because I don't deserve that, I know what I deserve. I deserve to be loved. I deserve to be treated with respect. I deserve to be given the same amount of energy and the love that I put out into the world. But the reason why you're unable to receive it back is because you have not admitted it, you have not accepted it, and you do not believe that that is true. That is the work that you need to be doing this month, Pisces, and I hope that you start that work now, because it could be a very long journey for some of you. And for some of you, it could be a faster journey. It depends on how much work and how much time you're dedicating to yourself and to this specific area in your life of self-worth. Alrighty, Pisces, that was your reading. I hope that it resonated with you. If it did, let me know in the comments down below. If you liked the video, give it a big thumbs up. And subscribe for more if you like my style of reading and you like the information that you are receiving from these tarot readings. As always, it is a true pleasure to be able to read for not only you, but for so many people, and to be able to maybe give a little bit of insight here and there, because I know that truly we're all in here together. We all are on our separate paths and journeys, but we all need a little bit of guidance from time to time from an external source. So I hope that if I was that for you today, that you join me again in another session, and we can continue to help bring awareness and a state of higher consciousness to not only you, but to so many people around the world. Alrighty, guys, that is it. If you would like to book a personal reading where you can ask your own questions and we can get more into depth in this subject or in any subject you would like to ask about, I am offering pre-recorded sessions, so I will send you a private link to your video. And I'm also now offering live one-on-one sessions via Skype or Zoom. And if you would like to inquire about that, my email is in the description box below, and you can send me an email asking about that. I think that is it. I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.